welcome back to another video. Rodrigo here, Breakfast Club CTG. We back in this beat. Today I'm going to be reviewing the Nike Metcon 7. Let's go ahead and get straight into it. Into this first impressions overview slash review of these Nike Metcon 7 shoes, guys. These shoes are freaking awesome, guys. You guys have known there's been a lot of hype over these over the last couple weeks slash months. Whenever the photos first came out, honestly, tons of mixed feelings about them. They look super sick. Other times they kind of look kind of funky. I'm gonna get into all of that, all the specs and whatnot, differences between the different shoes, and yeah. Alright guys, so jumping right into it, guys. First off, the thing that catches your attention is just the look of these shoes. So right off the bat, these shoes look a lot different than most other Metcons, guys. I feel like all the Metcons have looked pretty similar. I think every 2 years they kind of get like a facelift and look a little bit different. This is one of those years where it looks pretty freaking different compared to all those other shoes, guys. These look a lot sportier. That's how I'm gonna describe them, guys. I threw these on, and right off the bat, I felt like I was wearing the freaking Nike Monarchs, not gonna lie. I was super pumped to get this shoe. It was different, it was freaking poppy, it was edgy. I really liked it, really liked what they were doing with like the little numbers and all these different components and whatnot, but when I threw it on, I just didn't fall in love with it. Like, I didn't like the look of it. I feel like I just didn't look, I don't know, I just didn't really like the look of it. They make me feel like a dad in them. They look very, I don't know, I'm just not a big fan of them. But that's not to say that I didn't like how they felt on foot. Now, on feet, guys, these by far blow every other shoe out of the water. I'm not even just saying that. I'm not even exaggerating that, guys. The bottom of these shoes has amazing tread. The tread right off the bat, I felt super gripped and super grippy. Also, they feel lighter than the 6s. I don't know on paper which one's lighter, but these definitely felt lighter to me. I could be totally wrong, but I'm gonna throw up the weights in this video, but these definitely felt lighter to me and I could definitely feel them. Maybe it was just me, I'm not sure. Again, I'll throw the numbers on here. We'll see if I was right. Alright guys, so quick update. As you guys can tell, I have my food scale here, 2 of the shoes. Guys, I couldn't figure out what the heck the new shoes weighed. I couldn't find it anywhere on the internet, so I took matters into my own hands, put them on my trusty food scale. My food scale's definitely off, but the Nike Metcon 7s were a whole lot lighter than the Nike Metcon 6, guys. Again, the Metcon 6 weighs about 12.8 ounces. Whenever I picked them up, you can definitely tell that the 7 is lighter, and my food scale read it as lighter compared to the 6. Obviously, the scale was held constant, so don't know exactly what they weigh, but I know they're lighter, so back to the video. But they felt lighter to me. Also, the heel is completely different on this Metcon, guys. The heel looks like the heel off of the Romaleos, which is the big lifting shoes. Felt so nice and firm and planted to the ground, guys. I felt awesome wearing these shoes. That right there made me want to keep the shoe and actually try it out for a couple weeks and see if I liked it. Give it an honest shot, guys. So that's basically how I felt, first impressions of the shoe. Let's go ahead and get into the looks and specs and all that of the actual shoe. So, right off the bat, the front toe box has a little grippy part there. We've seen that on all the Metcons. Moving over to the side here, we have like this nice, soft, almost runny type of sole. It's what it feels like, almost like those Vaporfly type shoes, that type of material. It has a number 2 on there. Moving into the midsole here, you have that thicker, plasticky piece for things like rope climbs, things like that to grip onto. Moving toward the back, again, you have that like Nike React. It says Nike React on it. Soft running upper there. Below that, you have that like reinforced heel that you see in a lot of Metcons, but just in plastic here. And then below that, on the actual heel, it's this like hollowy type of heel that you have going on there, which leads into the actual heel of the shoe, hyper lift. So yes, I was right. It has something to do with the lifters, guys. The heel is awesome. It's almost like even raised a little bit. It felt like I was wearing a lifter. It was nice and planted. Moving on to the inner sole here. As you guys can tell on the 6s, the Nike Metcon symbol is on the heel of the shoe. There's nothing on the heel on this one, but the Nike Metcon symbol is on the inner slash heel portion. Moving in, you have that grippy part for rope climbs. Again, the grippy part for rope climbs, I feel is like very emphasized on this shoe. And then onto the top piece there, you have like this light lighter plastic slash grippy portion, again for rope climbs. Different material than the sole, but still rugged and rigid to last long and to really give you that grip on those rope climbs. I feel like this is gonna come in clutch. Moving on to the toe box, you have this nice like fly wire, like meshy, super soft, but also reinforced plasticky material there on the toe box. Feels awesome, looks good. And then of course you have the Nike swoosh. Now this shoe is freaking crazy. It has so many different materials going on. The Nike symbol here is almost like a sway, like velvety material. It looks super sick up close. Moving down to the eyelids. So the eyelids, these little orange pieces here on the inside of the shoe, you can actually see them. So whenever you tie the shoe, they're gonna actually mold and grip to your feet. So they're actually purposeful. Shoelaces, just regular flat shoelaces you see on any type of shoe. Over here up on the toe box, you have this Velcro-y thing to hide shoelaces. So I like to personally tie them and then hide away the big shoelace knots. These little eyelet things, stick them through. It looks pretty cool. And then with this little rubber reinforced piece, you can either go down or up and kind of secure the shoelaces in place, hide them away, whatever you want to do. And yeah, that's basically the rundown slash overview of the shoe. Right off the bat, again, they felt lighter than the other shoes. Second, the grip is freaking insane. Like, they felt super grippy. And then the heel portion of the shoe, crazy. It feels amazing. You feel nice and secure. I'm super excited to get some lifting in with these, especially for back squats, for those Olympic lifts and all that sort of thing. The grippy material for the rope climbs and things like that, I will be putting it to the test on the new rig I got, so stay tuned for that. But basically, that's gonna go ahead and do it for this first impressions overview slash kind of review of the new Nike Metcon 7, guys. Stay tuned for a full-on review slash what I think about the shoe, because right now, honestly, I have mixed feelings. They look cool, but I just don't like the way they looked on me, but I loved the way that they felt. So we gotta actually put them through the test, a couple workouts, so stay tuned for the full like review and honestly whether they're worth buying or not. But right off the bat, I would say they're worth buying. I'm like 50-50. I just gotta give it some time, maybe just different outfits, try some of the new virus strip that I just got in with these types of shoes. That's gonna go ahead and do it for today's video, guys. Speaking of clothes and virus strip, if you guys like the tank top I'm wearing or any of the clothes that I wear in other YouTube videos, head over to virusinternational.com, use code SHOTC10, that saves you 10% off. It helps your board grow. Breakfast Club, as always, Breakfast Club CTG. We out this B.